Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? I am, well, it's very, very early in the morning, as you can see, and we've had some expenses, so I'm just taking that combine over there back up to the dealership, ready for first thing in the morning. I just wanted to show you some of the nighttime lighting. Look at the mist that has come down and is being sort of shown by these lights here. This is absolutely fantastic. That is absolutely incredible. It's beautiful. It's these tiny little details. That's what really make this game. Anyway, I will see you in the morning. Good morning. So, my question for this week is, which animal would you like me to sort of go all out on first? I've got a few pigs and I've got a few cows and I will just get a few sheep. But which one would you like me to really concentrate on first and build up a good number of? Ideally, before we leave this map, I would like to build up in all three of them. But I'm going to go for one of them first. So, do you want me to go for cows, pigs, or sheep first? It's your vote. It's your game. Head to the comment section down below and let me know what you want. Now, I'm bringing this one up here because he is hideously expensive. And it was the middle of the night last night when I had a small heart attack. And I suppose I should have been expecting this because the same thing happened on Goldcrest. Yeah, that's our new livestock. Vehicle running costs came up at €3,500 in the middle of the night. That was an absolute fortune. Most of that is down to this combine. Okay, if we just take a quick look. Actually, no, I don't think you can there. Where do you find out how much this thing is costing us? I think, actually, you do go here, and you go to Garage, and you go here. Right, 2,200 per day, and then the header is another 133. That one is 500 per day, so that's bad enough, because that's 75 days old. This one's 77 days old, that's 624. We can't really afford to sell those and buy them back just yet. It does get a bit pricey doing that, because if you take a look, to replace those tractors with new ones, that one's €59,000, and which is the other one? That one there. That one is €89,000. So we can't really do that at the moment, but we can sell this combine. So we're going to do that. Sell for 26,000. Okay, and throw the header on the floor. Whoops. I hope that doesn't take too much off the price. Right, and sell that one for €3,300. That gives us 21,000. So we're back in positive money again, which is good. That was the reason that I was selling it. I wanted to sell it because I said I was going to possibly plant corn in the field that we've got ready. We've cultivated it. It's been drilled, not drilled. It's been cultivated. And it's been spread with fertilizer. But what we need now is, right, that Amazon there, that one will plant. That one's a 3-meter width. So it's not a massive, great big drill, but then we've only got this little Cavernland at the moment anyway. So this one will do all of the others, except for the potatoes, which is that one over there. That's 21,000. Then the next one that will do it is that one, and that's 29,000. That's a bit too much. So I think we'll go for that one, and I think we'll buy it, because I think that we will be using that again to do... Well, actually, it's only the corn and the sugar beet, isn't it? Because this one... Oh no, this one doesn't do sunflowers. I'm not likely to need sunflowers anytime soon. I can do beans with that one. And I think also canola, that also counts, because the important bit is for the pigs. That's what we need to think about, is the pigs, they take canola, sunflowers, or soybeans for their protein portion, and then we need potatoes or sugar beet. So, right, I don't think we do need to buy it. We'll just hire it, because we're only going to use it very, very occasionally, aren't we? So let's just go there. 1,400 to lease. So we'll lease that one. Take that one away. I don't think there's anything else we need at the moment, because we're not doing the big bags on here. I mean, we can get the big bags, and we could do that, but we don't... I don't really want to do it at the moment. Let me get back to the yard a minute and get our tractor. I'll tell you what I would like soon, and that's a pressure washer, because these tractors are getting absolutely filthy. That's something that now that we've had this tractor for 79 days in-game, Something that I do find a little bit frustrating is that there's no like service option. You can't give the tractor a 100-hour service or something like that so that it reduces the running costs. It just increase per day, which I mean, I kind of like that idea, so it does encourage you to make sure that you don't overspend and get thousands of bits of machinery, but I think it would be better if it was kind of slightly, just tweaked a bit so that, maybe you could get service packages or something like that for it. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. This is how the game is run. So we do have quite an expensive tractor here that we are running, and so we are going to want to change it fairly soon. It's just we can't afford to do it at the moment. We're going to rent this seed drill here, and then we will return it once we've finished using it. We don't need to do any more with it. For mowing, we might actually, once we've done this task, we may sell the 2 tractors. I'm not sure yet. But as far as seed and fertilizer is concerned, I think with this map we'll just buy it in bulk straight from the farm. It is more expensive doing it that way than it is buying it in the bags, but I think in the long run it will be better to do it that way because, for one, we don't have a loader at the moment, do we? And I don't really want to fork out on a loader just yet. I think we can get by without it. Let me just come past this car here if I can. I do like that they've sped the cars up. Sometimes the cars actually pass us, and we noticed that in Goldcrest Valley. He's flashing his lights at me. You turn your lights off now, mate. It's the middle of the day. It's fine. You don't need to keep them on forever. Yeah, look how dirty this tractor is. We really, really do need to get ourselves a what do you call? A who's me call it? Pressure washer. That's the word I'm looking for. See, my mind goes completely blank. It does it all the time. I know what I mean, and I just can't think of the name of it. It always happens to me. Oh, nope. Gone too far. I actually want to put seed in this thing before I start. That would be a good start. That would help immensely. Right. That was where we had our combine in there. And we've got our... Right, we've got the Joskins trailer there. I don't know if I'm going to need that one again anytime soon. It might be an idea to get rid of the Joskins trailer. I like that. You can you fill this one up at the back there on that little bit. I don't know if I back up to this silo, is it going to give me any kind of animation? No. That's a little bit unfortunate. Right, I don't want sunflowers. Let me cycle through those. I don't want beans. I want maize, corn. That's the one that we're after today. So we will plant that in this field. Now, I have been told by some people that you can put grass that you pick up with the forage wagon into the silage bunker, and you can use that. And other people are saying that you can't. So I really don't know. Hang on. This one does fertilizer as well. Will it do fertilizer and seed? Now that I've all, because I could put fertilizer in there. I already did a pass of fertilizer though, didn't I? Let's just take a look at our map. That way. Just keep going. Fruit types. Right, here we go. So let's just have a look at this. It does need ploughing. We know that. That one is on its second stage of fertilizing, and that one is on its first. That one is actually ready for another round, and we might do that soon. Although it would be better if we put care wheels on that tractor if we're going to go and do it. So let me just come over here, and I will fill this one up with fertilizer. There we go. See, the cover comes off there to do that. I like that. That's a nice little touch. That's fertilizer on the top there now. Right. Oh, we take loads of fertilizer in this one and not very much seed. I don't know if that's sort of an indication of how much seed we use up while we're drilling, because I did note 3,000 for fertilizer. That is very, very expensive. I did notice when I was drilling canola that it seemed to use the seed a lot faster than when I was drilling beans. So I don't know if it depends on your crop type as to how fast the seed is used up. Let's lower that one down. And I'll put the hired help doing that, and we'll see what it's doing. It looks like it is using fertilizer, although I don't know if it's going to decide that now it doesn't need to. No, it is using fertilizer. Okay, now let's just escape a minute. Yes, it's doing all 3 passes. It's all 3 in 1 there. Have a look at that. Excellent, look at that. All 3 in 1. So we've got third. That is the 3rd layer of fertilizer going on there, which means that we're not going to need to do anything else to this field, and we will get nearly maximum yield. We won't get quite maximum because we've got... it does need ploughing, and we haven't ploughed it. But it's almost maximum. Now we've got to concern ourselves with getting that other field done. There is a placeable that you can get, and that one is... Where is it? There we go. The vehicle workshop. That's 28,000 euros. That's a little bit expensive, but it does mean that you can like change your care wheels and stuff back here at the farm, rather than having to go to the up to the shop to do it. Now, do we go for fertilizer, or do we try and hire the weeder? Because you can use the weeder on that first growth stage that we're on over there. We could use the weeder if we wanted to. How much is the weeder? Is it going to be worth doing? Probably not, to be honest. Let's go back through. Weeders. Right. That one, 1,700 euros per day. It was 3,000 to fill the fertilizer. I would say probably not, because it's such a small area. I would say it's probably better to... What's he blocked by? It says helper C blocked. Not anymore. It's just not removed the text. I would say that it's not worth getting the what do you call it? Weeder. It's not worth getting the weeder. Right, that fertilizer spreader I'll back up here. Because I've got the bigger wheels on at the moment, I'm going to lose quite a bit of crop if I go into the field and do the spreading. So if I back that one up there, lower it down, unhitch, I will hitch on the stock trailer and I will return that one. Actually, we're not using a great deal on that every day. How do you get to that one? You go to your garage and then you go here. Does it tell us how much that we're going to be using per day? I want a cost per day. It doesn't actually tell us the cost per day. If I go to animals, and then I go to here, right, there we go. It's 1,200 euros per day. It's not worth me keeping that, is it? Although, per operating hour, initial cost is 2,640 euros. So, per operating hour, I'm guessing for all the time that we're actually using it and pulling it round, we're being charged that. It's 240 euros per day, not 12. I thought it was 1,200. So that's while we're using it. That's just to have it sitting in the yard, 240 per day. That's not too bad, because then if you go and get it back again, you've got to pay that extra. At least this is how I'm viewing it. This is how I believe things work on this now. So like that one there, I thought that was 3,000, and that one was what, 1,200? So let's go back to what they looked at in. So go to weeders. And then go back to here. That's 340 euros a day. It does cost that much to get it immediately, so it's not worth it. But to keep it there on lease is not that bad. Okay, I think I'm beginning to get an understanding of this game. Slowly. Very, very slowly, but surely. So we're not going to return the Joskins trailer. We are going to go back up to the shop with this one and get care wheels on it. Although this tractor is costing us about 500 euros per day in maintenance costs, which is a little bit pricey. And I am wondering if it would be worth selling the tractor and trying to buy it back. We'll have a look when we get up there. Right, here is our workshop. Just turn those beacons off a second. And do we even have a care wheel option for this one? No. Okay, so we don't have a care wheels option, which means I might... Actually, let me just go back and back out again. Take a look at... Well, first of all, what's the sell price? That is a little bit annoying. You can't just press R again. You've got to come out. Right, the value is 13,000. Back out of there. Go to the shop. So we got 13,000 on top of there. So that's going to give us 29. About 30,000 euros. And to buy the tractor new is 59,000 euros. How much is it to lease it? 590 per day, which is basically what we're paying now. Plus we'd get the 13,000 back. So, I don't know, it might be worth actually... Garage... Leased, owned. Right, that one... 620... No, it's not that one. Yeah, it is actually. The Proxima Power, isn't it? Is that the one we're looking at? Proxima Power, yeah, the 120. That's actually costing us at the moment 625 euros a day. It would be cheaper to rent it. It would actually be cheaper to rent that one. If I go back here and then I go in here... Oh, I'm looking at the wrong tractor. That's the Major 80. That's not the one that we've got. We've got this one, the Proxima. This is the one that we're looking at. And that's our other one there, the Forterra HD. So this one here, this one... Oh, that's even more expensive. We can't get care wheels for that one. Can we get it for the big one? Yes. Narrow tyres. It is available on the biggest tractor, but it's not available on this little one. I think we'll just go with what we got, to be honest. I think we'll just stick with that. It is going to keep costing us a bit, but I don't see that we've got much choice in the matter, to be honest. Not at the moment. There is something else that we want while we're here, though. I do want to pick up a mower. That front mower is 11,000 euros. It's 1,200 to hire it. I think that one we are going to lease. Okay, and back out. We've already got a forage wagon, so we can get a little bit of grass for the cows. We can use the front-mounted mower, and we can use the forage wagon, and we can get some grass for the cows. That's kind of the important thing at the moment. We do want to get them some food so that we can get some money back from them. Kind of crucial. We can get that going. So we'll take this on back. Well, if I put the mower here a minute, and we get that fertilizer spreader put back on, we can spread fertilizer in the field over there. I'm hoping that it's not going to destroy too much of the crop, considering we have got narrow tyres on. But it is quite a small tractor, so I'm hoping that that is going to make a bit of a difference to it. Probably won't, to be honest. We're probably going to obliterate a huge quantity of our crop. I have installed the latest update for the crop destruction mod, and it does sort of take into account smaller tyres a bit better, but I'm not sure how well it does do that. So we'll see. Start it up, and away you go. And oh, that's awful. that's destroying a... Look how wide a piece that is taking out. That's not fair. Come on. Really? Did you have to do that much? It's barely going to be worth it. Well, I suppose actually it'll be alright, because I will need to do another coat. This has only had one pass. If we have a look, this is only our second pass. So we're going to need to do it again on the next growth stage. So long as we stick the tractor in exactly the same tram lines on the first time down the field, it should stick to the same ones all the way across if we use the hired help straight from the beginning. So I'm hoping that that means it is going to work out okay. He's doing just fine over there, and he's on his third pass. That's the third fertilizing stage over there. So that one's doing just fine. We don't need to worry about that one. It's this one here. How much land are we going to lose? But I'll let it carry on doing what it's going to do. And the whole lot, seriously, you had to remove the entire stripe. Oh, this is painful to watch. Final pass up across the field. This terrain thing where the tractor's bobbing up and down, it's good, but it seems to have the same effect on all of the vehicles. So a lot of people are finding that the larger harvesters sort of bounce around really, really badly, and it sort of spoils it. It needs a bit of work and a bit of tweaking. So we'll look out for an update for that one. It's kind of spread the field okay, this fertilizer, but I think there's vast room for improvement there. Now, I'm hoping that this little tractor is going to be man enough to pull the forage wagon and the mower. It's going to be the next thing. Can it do both together? Hopefully it can, because we've got plenty of grass that we can go and get. There's quite a few big areas of grass on this map, which is excellent. It means that we don't have to pay for grass at the moment. And we can also just test and see if we can put grass from a forage wagon into the silage pit. I know that it's quite a bit different now how the silage is done. So I'm sort of quite looking forward to seeing the results of that. Before we go too far, I think we should just take a little strip up the side of this field here. Where are we going to go? Shall I go there? Actually, let's do the long field. Let me turn round a minute. I'm going to turn round and I'll set up down there. Right then. I would assume that we have to unfold this mower first. So that would be... Oh, let's go to that one. X to unfold. That'll put the size down. I'm really looking forward to getting a backwards driving tractor that we can do the 3 mowers in together. Remember that... Everyone remembers the advert for that. That just looks sensational. Right, that's driving okay. Sounds pretty cool as well. Now this one, we want to start it up and we'll lower it down. So I'm just going to go in nice and close first so that we can sort of see it. The tractor's a bit slow to get going, but it's doing it and it's picking up the grass behind. So I'll just keep going up through here. I don't want to go too far from the edge. I want to be able to do... I might even need to do a couple of passes on this. We've already got 1,000. I seem to remember this used to take quite a long time to fill up a forage wagon. It seems that we maybe get a little bit more grass crop. Now, I know... Oh, there's something else. There's been an update for Farming Simulator. It's 1.2.1 or something like that. I can't remember what it is now. 1.0.2.1 or something. Anyway, I have not installed it yet because I did hear that it resets all the bindings on your steering wheel. So I was... Oh, he stopped work unexpectedly. The tank is empty. I'll deal with him because I'll finish sowing that field in between episodes. So when you see us again, that one will all be done. And yeah, and I'll download the update as well because it's reduced the cost. It's nerfed the prices for silage, for logging, and the time bonuses that you are getting for doing the missions, which is a good thing, I think, because what I really don't like is just doing one task and that paying for everything you'll ever need. And it always used to be that way with silage. Silage used to, you know, one go with silage and you were set. You didn't need to worry about anything else at all. And I'm kind of glad that that's no longer the case. So let me lift that one and switch it off. And I don't need to worry about switching off the forage wagon. I can just spin round, start the mower going again. Actually, let's line up a bit first. There we go. Lower down, start up. It's a nice sound, the mower. I'm curious what the 3 mowers are going to sound like when they're all together. Let's do a little bit in cab. You don't actually see a great deal when you're in cab on this, do you? Just lots and lots of mud everywhere. Look at it. Oh, this is terrible. It costs 4,000 to buy a pressure washer as well. Well, maybe we could rent one. Maybe it's nice and cheap. I don't know if you can rent placeables or not. Ooh, maybe we could rent a solar collector and the... Can we do that or not? That's something we need to find out. But anyway, I'm just about out of time for today. So we've got 10 tons of grass in here now, and that's in not quite 2 passes. So I'm quite pleased with that. That's a good result, I feel. And now that we've got these machines on the front and back, we don't seem to be bouncing a great deal, do we? It seems to have sort of settled us down a little bit. That's all you need. It's a terrible, terrible great weight on the front and the back. Right, let's lift up the mower and shut it off. I'll come forward a bit and just tidy up the last of that grass. There we go. And lift that one up and shut it off. And we'll take this over to the cattle. If I fold the mower up while we're driving along. There we go. Right, while we're driving over there, my question for this week is, which animal would you like me to really focus on first? Do you want me to go for cattle? Do you want me to go for pigs? Or do you want me to go for sheep? It's your vote. It's your game. Head to the comment section down below and let me know what you would like. Now, do we feed the animals in here, or do we go to a feeding trough outside? Looks like we can do it in here. I will sort of back into the trough a little bit, just to kind of give a little bit of realism. Not huge, great. Right, that is... Oh, that's going in. Excellent. Fills it up. And now let's take a look in our animal section. Finances, animals. Right. We now have grass in there. Grass... That's 20%. Base food, silage, hay. So we do need to do silage. So let's take this grass now round to the silage pit, and then we can take a look and see what that does just before we go. Come round there, swing out into the road a little bit. I want to bring up the... Right, fill level chaff, compacting, nothing, right. It just says turn on the forage wagon. There's no option there. If I do control I for tip anywhere... Oh look, it is. It's classing it as chaff. Right, so that's saying fill level chaff 6,200. You have to use the unload anywhere option. So the control I option, but it has put it in here. It's it doesn't give you a percentage on the fill level though, does it? But I don't think you need to worry about that. You do need to have a percentage on compaction, but you can fill this thing right the way up. I think someone said they got 4 million units of silage in here, which is a huge amount of silage. So that field up there, we will finish that one with planting the corn before next episode. And that's about it. So thank you very much for watching. No, before I say that, if you enjoyed the episode, please head down below and give me a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. But until next time, thank you again very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.